I don't normally do videos like this, commentating or talking, but I felt like I really should at this state, just to keep myself documented and held accountable. So right now it's 4:53 in the morning. I'm on my little 6-miler right now. Anytime on my off days in training. So because it's kind of a cool down, and one of my biggest problems is my endurance. So I've been maintaining 6 miles to 3 miles between on and off days. Mainly due because I had an injury. I broke my arm being stupid in training, just part of training, you know. So I have to adjust how I train in order to be more lethal. I'm training to be a more athletic person, and my weaknesses were usually my presses, my endurance. In order to be strong, you need speed, you need power, and my speed was always an issue. And the goal is to get a sub 4-minute mile, no matter what it takes. Just because of my inconsistency in training with weights lately, I've been devoting myself more to calisthenics, which is something I used to do years ago, before posting videos or anything like that. I used to be much skinnier. My lightest I ever was 138 pounds, very close to a barbell with 2 plates on. So, you know, right now I am sitting comfortably at 210 or 211 pounds body weight. And, you know, I say comfortably, I'm over here, I sound like I'm heaving and I need a CPAP. Well, that's what I'm working on right now, so deal with it. Look, I'm self-aware. So I think since the time I was uploading a little bit more regularly, posting videos with Lou, training at the gym, doing all of that, I must have weighed about 250, 240 at the lowest, I think. And then up around the time that, Lou was gone and I was still over there training and doing all that, I started dropping down weight. So my biggest issues were always press movements, bench press, overhead press. I was never the best at those, not for long, up until this injury. You guys might have seen, me training at night, which is my usual hours when people aren't out doing anything. I like being in that lonesome environment. I was repping into for sets, 50 rep push-ups, 20 rep pull-ups, and that was consistently about 2 months ago. I'm dealing with this. The arm really has taken a toll, from how I really should be training, and that's a balance. I'm shifting gears, because due to the injury, I have to adjust how I train. So I made a 100-pound vest, and I'm using that in a way that Lou, used to train. I'm in contact with him, yeah, but he's, we're always talking. He's still like one of the closest people I have. And I have to imitate a little bit of what he used to do back when he was training unconventionally, like Stone Park era. Some people might recognize the term, but he used to train with a mix between calisthenics and strongman, Atlas stones, powerlifting as a usage for base strength, strongman for brute strength, calisthenics for endurance, agility, high reps, transfer a lot into strength. People that use bands, chains, pause reps, things like that, that's good. It has its place, but so does endurance, calisthenics. Some of the best bench pressers use dips. Some of the best fighters use high rep push-ups. Mike Tyson, people that did, hundreds and hundreds of push-ups daily, prepping and whatever they were doing in training. Muay Thai, guys that did high rep squats. One of the key things to building an almost infinite, really powerful endurance base, or Hindu squats, which is something Lou is currently doing while he's away. And man, it's not easy. But doing that with 100-pound vests, man, I tell you, it's hard. It's hard. Once I reach the 250 rep range, my God, 250, 300 reps with a 100-pound vest, you'll humble yourself quick doing that. And it's truly a test, a marker for who has what it takes. And man, I gotta prove to myself that every day. I have that shirt, the Force. Every day I have to prove to myself why I have that shirt. If you're training to be weak, you go do whatever you want. You go play the most useless sports. That's fine. Look, if that's for you, that's not for me. I'm trying to be stronger. I'm trying to be a warrior, a stronger man. We have a civilization, a society in this world. It's becoming the whole way in this world, but of weak men that don't have what it takes, don't know how to handle themselves, deal with their families, their problems, their children. Society wants us weak as men. You have to prove them wrong, always. And really, it's a battle against yourself. You're not fighting the world, but you're preparing in case you need to protect your loved ones, your family, whoever is you hold dearest to you, your mom. So you have to stay mentally ready. Warrior mindset all the time. Give it all or give none. Truly. You know, rest days have their place. You can't get lazy. You can't be complacent either. Remember that. Right now, you know, I'm building up my endurance in training, and I'm making this video to keep myself accountable, to stay consistent. Doing my, runs, my walks, weighted runs. Once this arm heals, it's go time. Old calisthenics training. That's how some of the strongest fighters in the world trained. They weren't always using weights. It was a supplement. Weights and calisthenics blended together make you a hybrid athlete. But you can't be prideful. Stay humble. Always. I live in the shadows. Maybe not the healthiest thing socially or mentally, but I don't feel mentally weak. I'll tell you what. That's not, to me, that's not being prideful or boastful. Just telling the truth. You have to keep yourself mentally strong, always. So I wish everyone the best, and whatever hard days you have, remember you're training for those days. So stay ready, always. Be safe, everyone.